In other news, around 20 European leaders are here in the French capital today in a show of unity with Ukraine. This as the full-scale Russian invasion grinds into its third year. President Macron is hosting the conference today and has said the focus will be aid during what he called a critical moment of the war. Well, standing by for us in the Ukrainian capital, Kyiv, is our correspondent Emmanuel. She's with me live on the line now. Emmanuel, Volodymyr Zelensky is to join today's summit virtually. What do you think his message will be to European leaders?
Well, Volodymyr Zelensky will do what he's been trying to do those past few months, those past few weeks, is probably brokering bilateral agreements, getting new agreements signed with leaders as the Ukraine faces uncertainty as to the future of the help coming from the United States, big financial, military, or humanitarian. And in light of this uncertainty, we've seen during those past few months more and more bilateral agreements with the UK first, and then with France, with Germany, more recently on the 24th with Italy or Canada. And we see that now European leaders are taking the lead when it comes to what they pledge to Ukraine. And of course, Volodymyr Zelensky will urge them to not only pledge more help, but also deliver it more quickly, because while the uncertainty is seen on the American side, while the Congress is still blocking the aid package that was intended for Ukraine, well, on the front line, this translates for soldiers in terms of not having enough equipment to adequately face the Russian army.
And Emmanuel, I understand that over the weekend Ukraine held its own summit on arms for the front line. What came out of that?
Absolutely. This was a summit called Ukraine Year 2024, and that just shows you what Ukraine has been doing also those past 2 years. It hasn't only asked for its allies to help the country fight the Russian aggression, it has also tried to find ways to enhance its own capacities of production, of equipment. And for example, over the weekend, the Deputy Prime Minister Mikhailo Fedorov announced that Ukraine was now in a position to produce 1 million drones a year, that there was also some advances as to a long-range missile which would be able to reach targets up to 700 kilometers distance. So you can see that Ukraine is not only asking its allies to help it facing Russian aggression, it is also trying to fight it with its own weapons. And this is what also is the objective this year: develop Ukraine's own capacities, again, in light of the uncertainty it faces as to the foreign aid.